And this is the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show. Fans filing out on a Friday night at the Garden that featured 3 spirited periods of hockey and an otherworldly overtime. Rangers lose in a shootout, but for the moment they are back alone atop the Metropolitan Division. And we remind you, this is Garden of Dreams Foundation fundraiser night. Please go to MSGNetworks.com and make your bid and help the cause. The Garden of Dreams Foundation, since its inception, has helped more than 400,000 people from around the New York area to make their lives better. If you make a pledge of $100, you'll not only help that cause, it will put you in line for one of these 20 wonderful prizes. You see signed jerseys, signed sticks as well, other prizes on Garden of Dreams fundraiser night here on MSG Network. More than $60,000 has been raised so far, and we thank you immensely for that, but we urge you to keep donating to this most worthy cause. As we welcome you into the Delta MSG studios, John Giannone alongside Steve Valiquette. And Steve, we do it pretty much around this time of year every year. It's the spirit of giving, it's that season, but every year we see Ranger fans step forward as only New Yorkers can to help fellow New Yorkers, and we urge them again to do this tonight.
Yes, please, everybody get off their wallets. The night's almost over and you're losing the last moment, but just know that every single player, every moment, every opportunity they get, they make the most of spending time with this program, the Garden of Dreams, allowing everybody to feel like they're one of us. They're a part of the team, we do it together, and if you can just, whatever you can spare, right? It doesn't have to be an enormous donation, but just anything you can spare, it really goes a long way.
Rangers did their part in pregame warm-up. They wore special sweaters that will be auctioned off. Proceeds from that will go to the Garden of Dreams Foundation. But again, you can donate. A $100 donation allows you to be involved and eligible for any one of those 20 wonderful prizes. Go to MSGNetworks.com and make your donation. We urge you to do that, and we will do that throughout the postgame show. A game in which the Golden Knights won in a shootout, 3-2 the final, and boy, there was a lot to talk about right from the start, and really the one player on the Rangers who was most front and center was a guy who began the night by missing the net on a breakaway and showed a pretty high level of frustration, but channeled that to have a heck of a night, and that's Mika Zibanejad.
See, this is one thing that I don't think we talk often enough about with the New York Rangers. When one player is maybe struggling just a little bit and fighting it, you can say, let's go look at what Fox is doing, or let's go look at what Panarin's doing. And for this case right now, it's Mika. He hasn't had the best start as goal production goes. He was on a mission tonight, though. He was on a mission. He has a breakaway early in the first period. Just a piece of it is Brossoit there. I thought he had a lot of chance shots that were shot to create just confusion, disruption around the front of the net, rebounds. He was shooting from the power play spot now that he's occupying because Panarin's out, and I think those touches are allowing him to feel the confidence to get that shot off from longer range, John. He's just getting more touches at 5-on-5 and then on the power play. His support, because he's a centerman, is low, and he's got a lot of speed through the neutral zone. And when Kreider gives him the puck here in full stride, he uses the defenseman as a screen as he cuts to the middle with some deception, looks off Kakko, but from almost 49 feet away, beats a goalie with a rocket. Now, it's almost as if we could go back to that second game of the season in Toronto where he beats the goalie from distance. It's been a long time. But I think that getting those extra touches, those feels on the power play, and just shooting it a little more often from distance is giving him the confidence to know that he's a shooter. He can get it there quickly and surprise the goalie.
I know you like this stuff. That was an 82-mile-an-hour wrist shot for Mika Zibanejad from that distance.
That's a slap shot. Yeah. That's the pace of most slap shots. That's outstanding.
Yeah, that's strong wrists to be able to generate that. So that was his 7th goal of the year. The first this season at Madison Square Garden, just 2 games before Christmas. So Mika Zibanejad was able to offset the Brett Howden goal from the Vegas Golden Knights in the first period. That came 17 seconds into the second, but it wasn't even his best play of the night because the pass he made on Chris Kreider's goal is spectacular.
This is interesting, too, because it's a rare event that you can go through a 5-on-4 power play box and send the pass through the middle twice. It starts with a forecheck, though, and the guys get in there and they're in position to recover the puck, and I think that's the key to the power play and its success over the last month. They recover the puck, they get a chance, everybody shifts, and then they get another chance. Now, Fox is getting this one across to Zibanejad, and we're talking about how many touches he has. Well, he gets that one there, but watch how the Rangers are again. First with support, they recover, outman, get the puck back. That's huge. Now you don't have to go the full length to get the puck. Fox recovers, Strome opens up. Kreider's got a little bit more time to get in position. Zibanejad's asking for it, and it goes through the box here twice. All right, so that's a double Royal Road, if you will, John. Now, there's been 35 of those this year. At 5-on-4 on the power play, 18 goals. It's a pretty rare event. You know, it's a 51% chance to score, but that's not typical in the NHL. It's not easy to do. It goes to show you, though, it's not the first time that they're sitting on their power play, they're stagnant and just waiting for a pass like that. It won't come. It's usually after a second or third recovered puck, everybody moves out of position just enough, then you can go for the skilled play, and I think that's a big piece of why they've been successful.
Yeah, so Chris Kreider's goal, his 18th of the season, 11th on the power play, still trailing only Leon Draisaitl in that category. That gave the Rangers a 2-1 lead. They held it until the final 6 minutes of the third period when Dylan Coghlan scored, and that set the stage for an overtime that would just be described as simply scintillating.
You know, folks, if you guys are ever at the game, do not leave before overtime.
Don't leave.
We're watching thousands of people exit the Garden here.
Oh, what they missed.
You missed an amazing period of hockey. 7 shots is what the Rangers had. Is that
correct? They
had
2 in the entire 20-minute third period, and then with a 3-on-3, they had 7 shots on goal in 5 minutes.
Legit chances.
Yeah.
Like amazing hockey, back and forth. Folks, stay in the building until the end of the game, please. You missed an outstanding overtime. So entertaining. This is what you missed.
Because by now you're at home.
Yeah. If you're at home right now, this is what you missed. All right? But it is down and back, and the guys were just putting it across the ice, open looks. That again was a save on Strome, and it was the paddle of the stick. Breakaway the other Pacioretty, of all people, gets the breakaway. Georgiev makes a great save. Another pass across the crease was to Kreider. He just misses the handle. Gautier's driving the net. The Rangers looked like an outstanding team on a mission to beat a really good hockey club. Hedl here as well. Look, he gets robbed here. Brossoit was great in the shootout, but he was great on breakaways in overtime. So many open looks. Fox even thinks he has one there on the ear hole off the post. He was looking again late, but the guys were out of it. They were out of gas, deservingly so, but they went back. That was just outstanding. And that's why this one's hard to swallow, and I've said this before. The hardest losses, the toughest losses, the worst losses are after shootouts. Because when you lose in a shootout, you know it's a skills competition. It's not the game. Hard, okay? But that's an outstanding second period that the team played after a 50-50 first. They held it down and had a lockdown third period, and overtime was outstanding.
Yeah.
That's a great game. Look, I know there's going to be people at home saying, oh, they didn't beat a great team. They haven't beat any big teams. They've played with everybody. Does anybody, let me ask you this, does anybody scare you in this league? No. Not really, John.
The answer usually is Edmonton, but they've lost 6 in a row, so
if you follow enough teams this year, a lot of teams have had 5-game losing streaks and 6-game winning streaks. There's been a lot of that in the league. But look, we've seen almost everybody at this point. Does anybody really scare you? I mean, tonight you don't have Panarin and Shesterkin.
Right.
Does anybody scare me? No.
Right. The only goal in the shootout, by the way, former Ranger farmhand Jonathan Marchessault. So 3-2 final for the Vegas Golden Knights at the Garden on Garden of Dreams Foundation fundraiser night. Again, please log on to MSGNetworks.com. We'd love to get that total boosted a little bit higher, more than $60,000 during the game. And these are the prizes in which you can be eligible with a $100 donation to the Garden of Dreams Foundation. It will go towards such a worthy cause. There are so many who need so much throughout the tri-state area. And we have always stepped up here at Madison Square Garden, and you have stepped up through the Garden of Dreams Foundation, so please continue to do that.
I think it's so helpful just for people at home to see the stories that we've covered tonight, you know, whether it's Chris Kreider or former players. Everybody knows how valuable Adam Graves is to the organization. You know, you think about Rod Gilbert on a night like this. There's so many class people, and I've been around enough. I mean, from the very top all the way through, the organization has the best people, the best training staff, the best medical guys, equipment guys. The hardest part about having a night like this is just, you hope that everybody at home knows how great everybody is and how it's always going to a really needy place, but it's going and put in the right hands where the players can really help and be a part of it. You got to see these kids when you walk in the room, John, they light up. And it's emotional for the players too. It's hard not to get emotional about it. You get teary sometimes. You're talking to somebody and you think they're having the worst time of their lives, and they're really excited and they're happy to have us there. It means a lot. I mean, you just hope that everybody knows how much it means.
A simple message, a simple word, a simple action goes so far for so many people, and that's what the Garden of Dreams Foundation does so very well. Tonight's betting recap is presented for the people by Caesars Sportsbook. Your app is ready. Rangers were the winning bet. The under was as well on a night where, as Steve said, Artemi Panarin did not play after leaving Wednesday's game in the second period. Lower body injury still listed as day-to-day. Philip Hedl returned to the lineup after one game as a healthy scratch. Igor Shesterkin missed his 8th straight game with a lower body injury, but he did skate with the team at the morning practice. Former Ranger Brett Howden, we talked about him scoring that goal in the first. He also assisted on a game-tying goal later in the third. That came on a face-off win, even though the Rangers won 61% of the face-offs on this night. Rangers were held to 2 shots on goal in the third period and could not hold on to the lead in what became a 3-2 shootout loss to the Vegas Golden Knights. Rangers now 19-7-4 on the season. They lead the Metro Division with 42 points. And as the fans file out of Madison Square Garden, we thank you for your donations. We are now over $70,000 on the evening. Please continue to help. MSGNetworks.com. Make your donation. A $100 donation will make you eligible for all those prizes we've told you about. We have plenty more to come on Garden of Dreams Foundation Fundraiser Night here on the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show.